My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Blueprints. Last episode, we swapped the king for the rook and unlocked a new area downstairs. In that area downstairs, there were 8 more Ajay boxes, which read this following poem. In Ares' court, where the king now lays, on the sacred hour, that time-worn phrase, will a youth approach with empty arms, without gifts, nor gold, nor mannered charms? And in the sky above, a brilliant sign, a sullen cross as 5 stars align. A patient figure, a reckoning great, the black key is lying with the last king of 8. So, in order to fulfill this, as far as I understand it, without gifts, nor gold, nor mannered charms, I think I have to have no charms active. I currently have no charms active because I haven't... The charms, I'm assuming to be the blessings from the shrine. Without gifts, I imagine that's have no items, and nor gold, I imagine that's have no money. Those are the things you often have control over as well. I don't think it needs me to have no gems or no keys. Will the youth approach with empty arms on the sacred hour, that time-worn phrase? So what I need to do is get a observatory, and then I want to go downstairs. I don't want to collect anything before that happens. I forgot to check my... I knew I was going to do that. Whoops. Hang on. I don't have any items on me from Moon... Okay, I have no items on me. Sure. That's great. Dining room, hallway, closet, mail room. Dining room, please give me observatory. Den, library, Seabrook passage. I'll take Den, giving us a new direction. Please give me observatory. Observatory is very common for me. I don't want to take that item because I would have to take that item. Observatory. So now I'm hoping that I have the right stars in the sky for a Southern Cross to have appeared. I don't at the moment, unfortunately. Sail. Everything's 50% off today. Floreal's Bloom of the Sky and Clavis, the key. Right, now I need to find another observatory and hope that I have a Southern Cross aligned in it. Study, the ability to use my gems to reroll things. I'll take it, and I'll also take the gem from this room. Because I think I have a really good chance today to try this. I don't always get that. Hallway nook and hallway closet. Suppose I can redraw. Classroom, pool hall, mail room. Give me the mail room for no contact delivery tomorrow. Making sure there's no item in there that I'll need to focus on picking up later. Attic has a lot of items. Conference room is the correct directions for us. I'll take library. But I honestly don't know which of these I would want to read again now. Oh, bunk room. Terminate the run. Office, gallery. Gallery would give me a key. That would be in my inventory. Well, it doesn't have to give me that key. Uh-huh. Boudoir. I'll take that as it comes with some die for re-rolling, which I can just utilize quickly to prevent them from having an effect, and then I can also type 1225 to get another day. Like, literally, I'm just looking for the ability to reroll to get another observatory. If the observatory has the Southern Cross active today, then I just immediately go downstairs. Gymnasium heads in good directions for us, giving us the ability to draft upwards and downwards. Conference room and spare bedroom basically the same in this point. I will take spare bedroom as it's harder to make usage of. Casino, commissary, and bull hole. Here's a reroll. I'll take veranda. I'm not going to take any items that it spawns, though. Commissary, Nook, and Funeral Parlor. Thankfully here I've got the Rook power for rerolling, so I can use the Rook power ideally here to reroll until I see Observatory. Laboratory is also a really good draft at this point, but I'm going to continue rerolling. Observatory. Because if this Observatory has the Southern Cross, I have all of the conditions fulfilled already. No Southern Cross, damn. Florealis, Clavis, Apple, Twin Chests, Diamondus Minor. Damn it. So do I give up on getting that done today? Because the thing is, I also want a blessing today. As long as I have nothing that carries over to the next run, so Moon Pendant, as long as I don't get Moon Pendant this run, I can completely change what I'm doing. So it mentions the Sullen Cross, but the Sullen Cross joins 5 stars. So it's the Southern Cross. That's what I think it is. I've got to have that active in the sky. I've got to have no items. I've got to have no gold. I've got to head down there, and I've got to head down there at the right hour. Now that's difficult. I think that's going to be 1:30, the time that keeps being frozen on all of these clocks. But I'm not certain about that. I have a couple different rerolls. I would like to, now if we are giving up on that, and I do think we have to because I only have 2 observatories, I would have to get a mirror hall and then another observatory in order to be able to possibly get the thing. So it's not happening this run. So I'll start collecting my stuff. Oh, oversized turnip, thank you. I would very much like to go outside with my 4 active rerolls at the moment and reroll the outer room. I'm looking to generate the tomb. The tomb will also generate me money over the course of the run, which is fine. I won't need it, but... Sleeping Mask, Silver Keys, thank you kindly. What I'm looking for is whether or not the grave of Simon H. Sinclair in the tomb has got more roses on it. I think it would have had 1 before. I couldn't possibly tell you how many it actually had. Reroll Shrine. Reroll Shelter. Damn. Okay, so first things first. Over here is the Shrine of Herbert, where there should not be additional flowers. Yep, completely normal. Then Lady Araja's is here with a single rose on it. Yes, as per usual. That's her key behind it. I guess I will take her key just in case I'm not going to have trading post. Yeah, I have no reason to be holding this key right now, but no reason not to be. Oh. Dig, dig, dig. All right, we're out of that. So I'm looking for a final grave that I hope has many more roses later. There it is. Interesting. So I slept in the bunk room a number of times, but only 1 rose was ever here. I guess maybe this gives a gem to this grave, but I also do feel like that probably opens up at some point. It's just hasn't done here. It's not a crackable wall, though. I wasn't fully set on Den being permanent ascension, permanent progression, but I am slightly disappointed, certainly. Our journeys has come to a conclusion here in the tomb. Floor plan is definitive dead end. Or is it? I have no keycard, so it's not like I can use this to access the area upstairs. Yeah, I don't think there were previously additional boxes there. I don't think I'm removing boxes from this tunnel now or anything like that. Alright. We outie. Well, I guess I'm glad that I've, I think confirmed, because I guess it's also possible that you would need to come back to the tomb every time between sleeping in the bunk rooms for it to permanently progress, but I don't think so. I just don't. Let's also go look at something through here. Because I've been recently thinking about breakable walls. And, like, here would be, like, a really good location to put one. Nothing seems to demonstrate that there's a breakability of that wall. I mean, all of these have a little crack in them constantly, but that's just the way that they seem to be designed rather than... Eh? Why are you all up here? Oh, I must have moved you back up because you weren't needed to permanently keep the other one open. Yeah, none of these necessarily look more crackable. That said, if I did have a power hammer, I guess I should probably come out here and have a look around. Could this be related to an additional puzzle? I think not. Alright. Fine. Let's head back into the house. Yeah, if I had found a breakable wall out here, it would have looked like an absolute genius. Sometimes you gotta check under stones where you won't find the juicy bug. This is Hakuna Matata rules, where that's a good thing. Alright. Back into the old house. Don't have a sledgehammer, so I'm not going to pop those open just yet. I can now collect the enjoy a lunch and also check this room to see if there's any items in. There are not. Still worth doing, though. And I can also head through the gallery to pick up the key number 8. Because key number 8, I don't actually want to spawn room 8 on rank 8 because I've already gotten the blue memo from that room, and it seems like the blue memos from each room are the same. So despite the fact that it would give me 2 permanent allowance, I actually don't think permanent allowance is worth missing out on a new blue memo. Right now, at least. Workshop. I mean, I'd like to like workshop, but I really want something open in 2 directions, please. Hey, something like the drawing room. Seems great. I'll pick up another gem before we draft another room, in case I have to draft a room that wants the gems. 1504, enter. And we get a free redraw out of both of these rooms. Sure, I have a lot of keys. I don't have to worry about using those carefully. Commissary. Yeah, I have more money than I have, items right now. Ooh. Thank you. Metal detector, sledgehammer, salt shaker, and a whole mess of gems here. And scored them all on sale. Treasure trove heading upwards is always nice. I'm not going to take showroom. Specifically because I really don't want to accidentally... I know what my brain is like. And I know that I will think the entire time, you can't get the moon pendant, don't get the moon pendant, don't get the moon pendant, the moon pendant, it's a mistake. Don't get the moon pendant for the next run, you need to not be holding anything, right? And then eventually, at some point, after reciting that to myself for 99% of the run, I'm going to walk into the showroom and go, oh, I left the moon pendant here? And then I'll click it and immediately lose my mind. Like, I know that's how my brain works. I wish it wasn't, but it is. So, it's usually with sequencing things. Like, I think, oh, this is the right sequence. I have to always observe this, always observe this, always observe this. And then eventually I forget about the rule for a second and realize, oh, I could do this. Do it. And then realize why I wasn't doing it in the first place. Passageway, chapel. Maybe I want chapel. Because I already have study. I don't have office yet. I'll get office. The reason for chapel is not only because it's, like, a very friendly shape for us at the moment, but also so that I have a bishop active in case I want to change my... my pledge down in the chess room. Cloister of Joya. Yeah, I have control over some rerolls right now, so I probably should take it. Also, I have Florealis, so it will give me additional gems to do my rerolling and such with. Vestibule, dormitory, and bedroom. I mean, vestibule would be nice, but... Laboratory, workshop, pool hall. Pool hall does head in the right direction. I'll take pool hall. And then this one could be furnace. Foyer, hallway, conference room. Laboratory, closed exhibit. Closed exhibit that I might be able to access the backside of. That's some free rerolls. I like closed exhibit. Yeah. Doesn't look like there's an item in that room, though. 3 squared is 9. 18 rounded to the nearest is 20. Inverted is 2. Ten minus 4 is 6. Squared is 36. Rounded to the nearest tens place is 40. Divided by 10 is 4. Double key. Quickly check behind the bar. Oh, no, I have a metal detector. I don't need to do that. If there is something there, it'll alert me. Pantry. Kind of funny. Heads directly where I want it to... Oh, hallway also heads directly where I want it to go. I gotta go for the hallway. And that directly where I want it to go is to be able to reset the alarm system and rush back in here in time to pick up that crown. Perfect. Security and casino. Without the ability to or rewind, rather, I'm going to take the security. Still have no keycard. I'll take security, I'll twiddle the keycard, and I'll set up my experiment as well. Also gives us an opportunity to check out the bulletin board postings in the staff announcements in the staff services. Nothing new there, unfortunately. Turn to the network. Remote access, please, to the laboratory. I would like... probably reservoir water removal or lockpicking, or even stars, actually. Stars might be a good one. Two or more gems drafting a room, gain 1 star. Seems pretty nice. I don't have a really good way to bypass, like, to generate a bunch of gems this run, unfortunately, yet. Every time you eat an apple? Do I have a secret garden key on me? Because if I do, then I will take the every time you eat an apple one. Silver key, not secret garden. Okay. I'm taking the other. This is the one that I've connected to before, so it'll allow me to connect again, right? Experiment setup. 2 more, adds a star, please. Eventually, because if the Inkwell is not the final star constellation, then I definitely need to get more again. I need to figure out what the next one after it is. Greenhouse, you're more likely to draw green rooms while drafting. I do want that, because green rooms are more likely to contain items. Courtesy of having veranda. Also, this thing already had 4 different gems in it, making it easy to draft future ones. And a broken lever, good lord. Good greenhouse. There we go. Spend charge of the watering can in order to get another gem back. Do the same moving through the Cloister of Joya. Okay, yeah, we're good. We've got good gems again. I'm gonna try and draft out to the wall on Kingside so that I can ascend up there, getting more green rooms constantly. Oh, throne room. I don't think I want it. God, yeah. Easy, immediate watering can. 4 gems. Crack this open for another gem, another key, and some more gold. A dig space for an oversized turnip that we consult, and even another key laying in the corner there waiting for us. That was great. Got a redraw here. None of them ascend upwards, which is the ideal. Great hole. Don't have a lockpick. I mean, I want to go up through the foundation and then draft out row 8 with all of the... any of the ones that can generate a unique memo for us. Let me use a silver key here because I want one of the blue rooms that opens so many different directions. Ugh. Mechanarium. My concern is that I'm not going to have enough rooms for Mechanarium to really do much. We've got security. Full stop. Just security. It's my only lock room. But is it possible that the Mechanarium won't have its thing locked? Like, is the secret hidden memo gonna be hidden behind one of the additional doors in a room like this? Will it require that much of me? It certainly looks like it at the moment. It seems like the easiest place they could hide them. It's just the other ones haven't necessarily asked for this much, like, placement investment, but I guess this one will, yeah. Damn it. I don't think this updates and gives us more rooms if we draft more, more mechanical rooms this run, unfortunately. I mean, we're about to be able to confirm. Like, yeah, it obviously doesn't immediately change before my eyes. Does it change at all, though? I don't think it will. Ooh, classroom. That's great. So classroom in this position is going to allow me to pick up an apple and then also draft this mechanarium space with a bunch of free rerolls. Obviously, I'm looking for novel blue rooms to place. I've had office before. I've had trophy room before. I haven't had conference room yet. What blue memo are you hiding for me, conference room? And also, importantly, where are you hiding it? Ah, it's literally at the bottom of this stack right there. Is that it? No, actually. It doesn't look like it is. It's going to be on someone's seat, then. No? No one's seat? Okay. Oh. Red memos were created by Kirk Darren and approved by the Baron, and questionably served as the estate's primary security system. Interesting. I don't really have anything I can surmise from that at the moment. Good to know, I guess. Kennel, Secret Passage, Solarium. I'll take Secret Passage so that I can specifically spawn a green room on the other side. This was counted as a dead end, so it gave money to the conference room, which is from the tomb. Patio, bypass costs, nursery, and solarium. I would really prefer to be able to persist downwards here. Ooh, an aquarium again. I'll take the courtyard because it's so chock full of items, though. And there's garage key, as well as 5 gems, as well as a key. Turn up for another bunch of steps. Pretty good room. Unfortunately, I can't draft south of here without the electronic key card. I'll open this for ease of movement. Let's check on the mechanarium. Yeah, no additional doors. Cool. I was already, like, I want to say about 95% certain that was the case, because I think I checked it before, but it's worth being 100% certain. Sure, I'll take Nook. Heads in the right direction. What else could I possibly want? Drafting studio, eh? I don't have the memo from this one yet. And it gives me a star to draft it too. Oh! The full directory comprises 46 numbered rooms plus 8 categories of 8 rooms. So 46 plus the inverse of 46, which is 64, is 110. Why do I... 46 numbered rooms plus 8 categories of 8 different... 110 got it. So that means room directory. Here's our 46. This has 8 rooms, 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 this has 8 rooms. Found floor plans does not have 8 rooms. This has 8 rooms. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Found floor plans is currently missing a plan. What would it be? And why does the room directory consider me to have completed it, despite the fact that I don't have it? Curious. Very curious. Oh, I may... Oh, oh, right, you don't even get a gem from this one, so no reason for me to be lingering at all. Let's head through the Great Hall through the other way, and then through the treasure trove up north. Just very quickly trying to get as much as I can out of this run, recognizing that we're not going to especially be here for that long. Damn it. Foyer. Yeah. It's another star in the night sky, and then also all of these will be open and make it much easier to draft things like them in the future. It's another 3 gems for us, and this one will have another 1 gem, as well as an utterly irrelevant antechamber opening. Oh, there it is. There is an antechamber lever hidden in the drawing room. That's a lie. Green memos and pink boxes are always lies. So much money. Main chamber corridor into nursery. I mean, obviously, I'm looking for something with a little bit more spread than that. Vestibule. Very easy. More stars for us as well. Guaranteed to be unlocked. Also, patios, spreads, gems. Those would all go to the conference room, but I wouldn't need them necessarily. I'd rather this have the ability to go up so that I know that from there, from both of these, I will have the ability to draft a blue. There we go. Pull. Thank you for the gems. Alright, special key, key 8. No, I don't want to use that. I've had key 8 on this line. Sauna! I have not had the opportunity to spawn sauna here, though. That seems like it's gonna have a unique message. Where do you hide it in a sauna? Haha. Saunas are commonplace in both businesses and residences in Costa Rica. I mean, that tells us that Costa Rica is a snowy climate. Does it tell us anything else, necessarily? I can't say. Kennel. Yes. I've been wanting kennel on this line as well. Hey, buddy. Anyone else? Hey, buddy. Alright, it's gonna be in this little area if I had to guess. No? Hey, buddy. Where's... Oh, there we go. Sorry. Sinclair's 4 canine companions are named Carter, Thoughtless, Hot Sauce, and Drawbridge. Thoughtless is an incredible name for a dog. Look, it seems like it's, what's the word? Like a pejorative name for a dog. Like, it seems like it's kind of rude to call them that, but also sometimes you do look directly in a dog's eyes and you see the back of its skull. Sometimes there's not a lick of brain in there. Sometimes. And also, by the by, often those are the most adorable dogs. So this is not a... This is not a judgment. It is a recognition of value. Good dogs don't carry around big old brains. They carry around big old hearts. All right, conservatory, what do you got for me? Oh my god. Courtyard, common, thank you. Drafting studio, as rare as you can be. Eel, common. Thank you kindly. Goodbye. Ooh. Magnifying glass. I still do not have... Nope, no way to access the... No way to access the final locked room there, so yeah, this one's find a room to rest in. Let's have a look at Lady Araja's sleep diary for a second and see if there is a room here that I want to rest in more than the others. Oh. Apparently I didn't take screenshots of every page in that diary. Because it's clearly missing the information about the master's bedroom. I don't think it says anything about boudoir either. And spare bedroom, I imagine, probably has a unique effect because it is a bedroom. Do I want to use Resilience of the Rook? Do I want to change that for something else again? I think maybe not. Okay. Just making absolutely certain that I haven't forgotten to do something very important. No, I think I'm fine. Okay, I'm gonna head into this bedroom and just rest here. The Mount Holly Garden Museum with a closed exhibit in. We'll spawn a new day. Day 71, that is. And I'm looking for my very first observatory to figure out whether or not it's time to go downstairs. And because it says that I need to be there at the right time, I'm honestly planning to just stay downstairs. Just be there the entire day until it triggers something. Hallway on that side is... I mean, I want to take study, and I should. Ooh. There was a treasure map there, which I would like to avoid having to take. I mean, kitchen points out in the right direction, so I will take it, despite the fact that I'm not going to use it instantly, even though it costs a gem. Thank you. Observatory terminates our path here, but I have to take it. I can't see a Southern Cross in there. I'm pretty sure that 49 has to give me a Southern Cross. Pretty sure about that. I mean, attic here in the corner. No, I have attic common. I can get attic again later. It's fine. In fact, if anything, I'm being demanded by the game here to keep re-rolling until I possibly find... Ugh, fine, I'll take a laboratory. Time for an experiment set up. Upgraded floor plan, certainly that. And I'll take that, giving us a star. Wait, no. Okay, I'm going to take that, giving us a star, but then I'm immediately going to pause the feature. Yeah, because I don't want my stars to progress until I've seen my 49th. No. Wait, actually, I guess I will log into the network. No new staff announcement, that's fine. Return to network. Log back out. Commissary conference room and coat check. Easy conference room. Love having the conference room. Nook locksmith pantry. Nook, because keys are about to become a problem pretty soon. Passageway, workshop, conference room. I mean, realistically, this could be a dead end. There's no problem with this being a dead end for us right now. So I'll re-roll looking for a better dead end. Ooh, closed exhibit? With security locked doors. That's lockpick kit over there as well. That's going to be super useful. The aquarium will get us there. Also, I do want more mechanical rooms, so the mechanarium spawned on row 8 is useful. Reset the alarm system and let's go. Can get there just in time to grab the crown. Yeah, I just realized what it did, by the way. I can use coat check to get rid of this crown. I just can't get a second item. I didn't think about that. I'm not claiming that I thought about that and I was thinking about the coat check at the time. No, I just didn't think about it. Courtyard. Den's not bad either right now, actually. Garage, mailroom. Let's take that mailroom. Oh, there's a battery in there waiting for me as well. So observatory, and then we'll see if it has what I need, and then we'll find coat check. Southern Cross room with more 4 doors are more common today. I need to get rid of this paper crown. Oh, I was about to say, just give me something with as many adjacencies as possible. I will take weight room. I will take rotunda. I will take anything. Are you kidding me? These locked doors. Come on. I want coat room right here. Go, check. I'm going to take a passageway literally just so that I can try and get 2 more adjacencies to draft at the same time. Take gymnasium there because it doesn't terminate. Please give me code check. Funeral Parlor has 5 gems in it for us, at least. Gems are on the table behind you. False. Gems are in this box. Possibly true, possibly false. Every statement claiming where the gems are is false. And also, the gems are in the blue box. So this, if the first statement is true, every statement claiming where the gems are is false, then the second statement would also be true. But it says the gems are in the blue box. And statements claiming where the gems are is false. So this has to be false. This has to be false. So this is true. Literally, let me code check, please. Please. Dining room. So that will give me the Joya, but then I will immediately eat it as well. We'll enjoy a lunch quickly. Passageway heads out in all the directions I need. Classroom, commissary, bunk room. I'll take courtyard here. Again, we're going to spurn picking up the item. Go check. Alright. So I don't even know if I'm going to get down there for the right hour as well. Like, it's possible I do all of this and then I literally still can't do anything. But... so what? If that's how it is, that's how it is. I don't know that's how it is, so I might as well test. The water's getting warm, so I might as well swim. Now, the thing is, I also don't know how long I'm going to wait down there. Like, it's possible I walk into the room and immediately it's like, oh, and immediately opens, right? Like, but it's also very possible I walk into the room and I have to wait there for a while until we get to 1:30 on the clock. Which I won't know when that is. because there's no reference for an active clock down here. So I think I'm just gonna literally pause my footage if I need to and stay here for up to like 30 minutes in-game time. Like realistically, like really, that's 100% what I'm planning to do. Let's hope it's not as cruel as that. Excuse me? I've solved these! I have solved these! They don't need... Oh, no. I don't have to No, there's no... No, I don't believe you. I don't believe you that I have to resolve all of these. I think I just have to stand here for the right hour to occur. So I'm gonna stand here. I'm gonna pause. And we'll be patient. Okay, I've only been waiting here for like 2 minutes. Look, I told you I was gonna be patient. I'm lying. I'm going back upstairs. I'm gonna re-roll my 4 gems away, and I'm gonna see if that does anything. Because I was just taking a guess that maybe it doesn't care about me having gems, because you get 2 gems at the start of every run, and surely it's not expecting you to get rid of those, but also maybe it is expecting you to get rid of those. Why would I believe that it's not expecting you to get rid of those? With empty arms, and then it clarifies, no gifts, no gold, nor mannered charms. Now, I thought mannered charms probably referred to the shrine blessing, but... mannered charms could also be like a very, very kind of like slant reference to curated stones or crafted stones, cut gems. Look, I'm not saying it's a one-to-one. I'm just saying it could be. I'm going to do this by heading up through the foundation, because then the meal will be delivered as well, so it'll give us a little more peace of mind. I'm looking for a blue room, because this is rank 8. Chamber of Mirrors. Unfortunately, the thing is hidden in here. Can I even see where it's hidden? I'm going to have to try and open this from every one of its adjacencies in order to try and find the blue, I imagine. That's it. Looking forward to doing so. And now I need to spend the rest of my gems still. It's fine. I'll have a couple different ways to do that. Pantry. Covered? I do have an aquarium as well, so this is going to give me a full 75 feet. And then I actually think I'm going to head out of the building this way. Most direct path I can even take to the undergrounds. Although I should quickly check the clock while I'm walking past here. So the clock says what? Oh god, it's almost 1:30. Get down, get down! Oh boy! Can't you go faster? Let me bash out the bottom of this. Now it's a race against time, presumably. Again, because I don't know this is the actual condition. This is just what I believe to possibly be the conditions that it needs to open. I think I'm probably here in time, to be fair, though. Oh, king, my king! I hope the experiment doesn't count. Doesn't need me to have those open again, does it? Because I could, but I should also make sure that they do have the same things in them. I guess that would be a way to pass my time while I'm in here. Yep, yeah, it's time for me to completely forget how I did this. And to be clear, exactly that is what has happened. Oh, there we go. In Ares Court, where the king now lays. Yep. I am presuming this to be Ares Court, and that to be where the king now lays. Doesn't look like these are walls that could be bashed down or anything like that. Maybe that one, but not likely. Well, it hasn't done anything. So now is the time to wait. So I'm literally going to pause this and walk away for like 20 minutes and come back and see if anything has occurred in that meantime. Late breaking news! This just popped up in front of me. West, north, south, east? 8, 1:30. Oh, that's the same pattern as Castle. So is this now using that sequence? Okay, so what have I recorded for that sequence? I got it in my Grotto pages. IDI. Damn, how do I turn that into something? It's got that on the other side as well. Okay, what can I do here? So I can wind, and I can rewind, and I can press button. Okay. So the sacred hour then brings us to the sacred text, which is also the sacred text, rather, the sacred circle, which is referenced both in the top of the clock tower's message and also in the geography classroom. So let's start by looking at the geography classroom and see what we can get from that. So, Tor, Tor, Tor. That's very interesting. Rot and Tor. Okay. So I'm looking at an image of it looks completely different to this, to be frank to you. It looks like it is cobblestones around a central point, which is obviously why I was originally thinking this was related to the secret garden. Now, I'm not sure how I would I'm not sure how I would turn this into a time. It shows 4 equal splits of 8 degrees, so 32 degrees, off of the horizon as one. And then it's also got in an area that doesn't seem specific, 46 TOR. And TOR is possibly part of the 6 add 6 TOR. Is possibly part of the castle puzzle. Because castle at the moment reads CIX across the top line of 3, AD space, SIX, TOR, which also appears here in the Sacred Circle, LO space, ET space, right? Now, I wonder if ET is going to be ETT, the Eurasian word for, north, I believe? LOR could also end up being the Eurasian word for word, actually. Okay, now let's try and relate this to the clue from the clock tower. Now, the clock tower had the small... There we go, small passage. Southwards, I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore, carried by westerly winds, rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward, I see a crow, dark are the days coming forth. And we can see that we have compass directions on this as well. Southward I see a swan, ashen like sands of the shore, carried by westerly winds. Rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward I see a crow, dark are the days coming forth. Well, I can clearly try different times. It's like I can click that central button and see, will you accept this? And look, there's not that many different times. Let's test the ones that seem very obvious at the moment to me, which is... so each of these is a segment of 8 degrees, right? Because this is 90 split down into 15. So, no, it's... No, that is 8 degrees, right? No. What? That's 6? 12, 11 is the very first time I'm going to try. 12, 10? No. Fair. 8 is death. 8 is a number of different things. It is used to denote the unknown, death, and the number 8. 10 different dishes can be served in the house. Sins. Location, no. The closet was one of the original rooms. 6 permanent additions, no. Those don't necessarily seem relevant here. On the sacred hour, that time-worn phrase, will a youth approach with empty arms without gifts, nor gold, nor mannered charms, and in sky above a brilliant sign, a sullen cross as far skies align, a patient figure, a reckoning great. By the way, I did have to wait like 20 minutes. Just so you know, I was very patient, and the reckoning is great. A black key is lying with the last king of 8. Oh, actually, I also just realized I haven't swapped sound back. Oops. Yeah. It felt like it probably should be playing something right now, but I was also like, oh, wow, how auspicious. There's nothing playing when you'd really expect something to be rising to a crescendo at this point. How do I synthesize these puzzles down into a time? So there's 15 individual minutes I could set it to in 90 degrees. 15, 15, 30, 15, 15, 60, 15, 15, 90. So each of those is representative of 6 degrees. 4 times 8 is 32. 32 is not a multiple of 6, so we can't set that very specifically to the sacred circle. The Sacred Circle riddle, southward I see a swan ashen like the sands of the shore. I'm not certain how that even helps. Oh, you know, the hour mark would actually be able to get the correct amount of degrees off of the horizon. And in fact, that would specifically imply where the other one is. Okay, let's give that a go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 5, yeah. So those 5 degrees represent 30 degrees centigrade. I'm still aiming for 32. So I want it to be slightly behind north. Let's try 155. 156. 157. 158. And 159. Fine, I'll try the other side of it as well. I mean, realistically, it's probably closer to like this. I'm going to press 145 all the way up to my previous. None of them have accomplished anything so far. Okay, these are certainly the ones that I think are most likely. 152. Now, what about... Is this a 24-hour clock? Can I go past that? Oh, no, wait, I already went all the way to 12. Yeah, okay, no, I can't. What else could align with this? Southwards, I see a swan. So the swan was pointing south in the secret garden. There is no swan in this room. Southward, I see a swan. So maybe that's aligning the number here. So we have south here next to 8, right? So 8 swan. Ashen like the sands of the shore. Carried by westerly winds. So west is 11. Rogue like the moon of the north. North is 2. Eastward I see a crow. 5. And then dark of the days coming 4. Oh boy. Alright. Looking back at the other one. Castle. Oh. Castle also has IX in it multiple times. IX. I wonder if that's giving us an hour. Which would be, of course, 9. I could try 909, 910, something like that. Something that might represent the same... Oh, I thought 910 did something there for a second, but I just moved my mouse away. It seems to take... No, it's how soon I move my mouse. Yeah, okay, so it's not showing me different amount of time to interpret each instruction. So sacred... The sacred circle certainly seems like it has to be related here. One, and then 2 is to the south, 3 is to the east, 4... 1 is to the north, 2 is to the south, 3 is to the west, rather, 4 is to the east. But then it also has the other directions fulfilled as well. Alright, let's try just pointing north and south. 12:30. Oh, 12:13. 12:13. This is the It's 12:13, right? This is the coat of arms. This is oh, and that was represented in Roman numerals. Okay, I'm actually pretty confident about this one. Come on, do it. Oh, come off it. That totally works. That is true. That's a real thing. So it's not that. Let me just make abs. Well, I mean, it can't be 13:12. How would I encode that here? Just make it roll over by an hour. Yeah, it was 12:13 in the coat of arms. Damn, I'm so certain about that one. So, could this be also related to the clues that the treasure trove has been giving me? Because the treasure trove, this definitely seems to suggest that it will have the key here for the treasure trove. So, that is to say, for spawning the treasure trove outside. So, I think in the treasure trove, we got the symbol 8 on its side, the infinity, is used to denote the unknown, death, and the number 8. So... and the number 8. So I feel like whatever these 4 numbers are I feel like they're going to have the numeric core of 8. That is to say that giving each of them a different color, each color representing a different operator, operand rather, we would be able to create a valid mathematical equation making the smallest possible whole number of a 4-digit number, and that smallest possible whole number should be 8. Now, do I know of any that do that by default? I know of a 5-digit that does that. What does that down to 8? And it's not 1, 2, 1, 3? Just making absolutely so. Okay. Okay. I believe you. Liar. Nicholas Key the Fourth. Should I be thinking about that? Let's have a look through some of these pages. See if any of them have a number that feels like it leaps out at us. I can't put 9292 in there. That just doesn't work. In the classrooms, the numbers total up to 127, and that represents the 8-digit on there as well. Okay, no. Six to south. I'm not seeing anything very compelling here, unfortunately. Damn it. Yeah, and now I'm getting past things that can't even be useful. The numeric core, for what it's worth, of 1213 is -1. Doesn't really help us here in this instance, though. 6 and... I think I might need the rest of the puzzle on this corner, because it's clearly suggesting that the castle outside thing is relevant here. It's another 3x6 grid, and they're empty. So CASTLEIXDIXORO is what I have. I gotta fill out the rest. Oh, I don't want you to go away, though. I can't leave this. What if I leave the area and then, like, what? I don't want to have to meet the conditions to spawn this again. I don't... Oh, so I feel very tempted to stay here until I understand it. Look, we are deep, deep, deep in puzzle solve time, okay? I need to just trust that if your time is deeply precious to you right now, that you will scrub through the footage at the very bottom to see when the screen changes. Because I feel absolutely obsessed with this, and I can't stop now. I feel rotten to my core, in fact, that 1213 is not related here. Why? Maybe 1213 then could have been used. Maybe it's 1213 and then modify that in some way. Do I have any information like very early on that seems like it was entirely irrelevant at the time, but maybe makes more sense now? Well, there is the birth. I have literally the hour of birth for Marion Marigold, my mother, from her birth certificate. And I wonder if maybe 4 or 5 is the time they're looking for here. It does not appear to be. Tried it again, just in case. Damn. It's not many things I have that encode for a very specific time. I could try and interpret things as time, obviously, but let's try and do the fewest leaps in logic first. Nothing doing there. Marion Marigold last seen by a close friend at 3:45 p.m. Friday. I don't think the last time she was seen will be relevant. However, 3:45 is pretty close to where I am right now, so I'll test it. Yeah, that would be a little absurd. I tried 1:30, didn't I, right? Did I not immediately, did I? Please tell me you tried 1:30, Raps. Okay, cool. I did. Whew. Oh, whew. Yikes. In the basement, there's that 100 Bells Club saying Sandy Heights, 5 p.m. I mean, I can try 5 p.m. No, it's not exactly 5 p.m. on the dot there. This is such a long bow, but like 11:28 was the code for the gate outside that we found on the heart, or that we found rather by magnifying a picture of a tree that used to exist next to that gate that had a heart on it, and the heart said 11:29, obviously probably referencing a date, but that could also be an encode for time. I could have come up with additional reasons as to why that may have been a good case, but considering the fact that I now know it isn't related, I'll save you. It feels like maybe this should be something significantly more ancient. So, do I have any information about ancient times? Well, the oldest our information really gets is from the Curse of Blackbridge, which I don't think the Curse of Blackbridge remembers or specifically mentions a certain time. Captain Fodrick Lee. They had those chests. Let's have a look at some of the other parts of the Et sphere here. The outer circle, the devoted moon, the Three of Tides, the Sacred Circle. I feel like Sacred Circle's absolutely related to this. The Sacred Hour, the Sacred Circle, and then Sacred's written up in the Clock Tower. Honestly, the one that's closer, definitely to mind, is the Clock Tower, right? But the Clock Tower has the time 1:30 on it, and then it has that poem. And that poem encodes for movement. It encodes for direction, not time. And like, I don't think it's just going to be north and east at the same time or something like that. But it's certainly more likely than some of the other things I'm thinking about. So there we go, north and east. The best north and east you can do. 125, please. 126. Of course, I was saying 127 the whole time. See, the thing is, I do think 130 makes a lot of sense as well, because it kind of lines up with how the... kind of lines up with where the hour hand would end up if I was observing the rules from the Sacred Circle. Is south, east, west, and north, are those supposed to label the numbers next to them? Or are they still, like, off kilter? Like, because this is pointing towards south, this is pointing towards the number 8. Let's get back to that poem. Southward, I see a swan. Ashen like the sands of the shore, carried by westerly winds. Rogue like the moon of the north, eastward I see a crow. Dark are the days coming forth. So, yeah, this circles around. Southward, I see a swan. Then next up, carried by the westerly winds. Rogue like the moon of the north. Eastward, I see a crow. Then dark are the days coming forth. Four, 2, 6. This is literally just like dark are the days coming forth, the 4th hour, 4th. And then trying to maintain east having been the most recent direction crossed, perhaps? $309, $308, $307, $310. Okay. Let's have a very quick look at the Curse of Blackbridge and see if that encodes anything for time. Berry pickers from Horus. I really don't think it does. Scanning through quite quickly because I am actually almost certain of that. Below the Blackbridge. I mean, this mentions morning. Well, actually, Miller awoke the next day to a thunderous cry. She strained her eyes, the choking sting, evening alarm, what sounded so strange. Yes. A growing dread opened as Miller approached the mouth of the cave, her eyes now open wide despite the dust. Shouldn't it be day? An hour or so later, screams began. So I think maybe it was waiting until the day had ended down here in the dungeon that opened this in the first place, but I don't think other than that we're getting any clues from Curse of Blackbridge for this one. Do we have older information than that? One thing that comes to mind is the deed that we'd spawned outside. (0513-1912). I mean, I could try 0513. I really don't expect that to be the case, but might as well give it a go. I'm gonna get near other times and test near other directions with the hour hand, and then test each of the minutes near where the north should be if it was observing the sacred circle. 11111. 111 1. Okay. That don't seem to be doing jack. how would I use a numeric core of 8 to then devise a sequence of... Well, okay. Oh, God. All right, let's try this direction. So, I have to devise a series of 4 numbers that follow the... Where's a pen when you need one? Right next to me, as it turns out. I just put it behind my own water glass so I could not see it. Okay. Let's get a new page for this. So I need to devise a set of 4 numbers where the first number is positive. So the first number is plus, and then the rest of the numbers could have a times, a divide, or a minus, any of those between them. But they need to come out to the total of 8 as the smallest possible whole number that they are capable of producing. Now, I can limit this in a couple of ways. For instance, the first number, it's probably 1. It's more likely to be 0 on this board, but like plus 0 becomes really difficult to generate a board that's got a positive 8 at the end of it. Does it necessarily have to have a positive 8? That's a good question. Can I get something that would develop a negative 8 in response to that? No problem. So that means that after the 0, I almost certainly want my minus number. Do I? Oh, I don't want to do 0 divided by anything. 0 divided by 1. 0 once? 0? Minus 4 times by 2. Yeah, because that would be that 0 divided by anything. So literally any number, you know, not 0, but 1 until 9. Then minus 4 times 2 gives us a numeric core of negative 8. But it could also be minus 2 times 4. So that's a possibility space of 18 different things that I would have to test. A bit broad. So let's take the assumption instead that the first is a +1. Then how do I develop a numeric core of 8? Not negative 8, 8. 1 times... And this number can be... Because I have to be able to encode it on the board, it can only be 1 or 2. So it doesn't have to be times, but it can only be 1 or 2 here. Let's go divide 1. So we still have 1 at the end of that. And then I've got a times and a minus left. And it's important to note that the third digit can only be the digits between 0 and 5. Because when that hits 6, it's the new hour. So that limits what digits we can take in that position. And then there's a 1 to 9 limitation on the other 2 spaces. Well, actually, it's 1 to 2 in this instance for the first one. Theoretically, actually 0 to 2. But because we're using a divide, we'll be using 1 right now. So you could minus nothing and then times it by 8. So the time 1108 has a numeric core of 8. So let's give that a go. It's pretty well angled. It does not appear to be the answer. Damn. It's not either of the things I decided that either. Damn. What else can I do? Well, actually, to be clear, I don't... That just proves that 8 could build 1108. It doesn't prove that the numeric core of 1108 is actually 8. Actually, the numeric core of that number is 0. Smallest whole number. Yeah. Okay. What else could I do? I mean, there's obviously, you know, all of the different orderings of the operators I could use. Let's start there. So I started with the divider before, so I'll start with divide again and then go multiply and then minus. And then I'll just fill out the rest of these as well. For the other 4 different orders it could be, because there's 6 orders. Because the first one's already locked. And then starting with minus, because a lot of these will not be viable at all. Minus times divisor. I'm probably way overthinking this. Okay, so 0 divided by anything is going to give 0. Times by anything will keep 0. -8 is the only way, so that would be... That's a way to get -8 as the numeric core of a number, and realistically 0000008. Actually, yeah, I guess technically counts. Oh, right, of course, but we can't encode for 0 in that second. Sorry, no, that does go from 1 to 0. 1 to 2. Of course. So anything that starts with 1 and then minuses something from it is almost always going to end up in the wrong direction if we believe that -8 cannot be the result here. So it's not going to be either of the bottom 2. Multipliers are quite likely. So like 1 times 2 gives us 2 to work with. A divider of 1 minus, can't minus anything from that will get it all the way up to 8. Yeah, those don't look like they're capable of creating a numeric core of 8 either. One divided by 1 times... I can get that up to 5. And then can't change the number beyond that. Damn it. I feel like I'm so close to it in so many different directions. I just don't get how they connect. Oh, this never I? To south, the start of future? It's Nerdao for the start of day, or Nevdao. Nev Arai is the start of future. Sundials, 12 major keys, suspect is minor, suspect is major. No, I don't expect any of that to still be related to this. The Grotto Castle certainly seems like it's relevant. That's the thing. It's that, it's the Sacred Circle, it's the other one. 6 add 6 Tor Rot at. So, you know what? Et is what? Et is south? No, Et is east. Okay, so I'm definitely going to have something near east. I'm gonna say that east is the hour. Okay. So that is because of the fact that the Castle 3x6 grid seems like it includes some words in Eurasian, and the final word in it would have to be ETT. Et. But surely that would then encode for the minute hand. Sorry, 126, 125, 127, 128, 129. I mean, it still always feels like it should be 130. I keep clicking it and waiting for the game to go, oh, sorry, you said 130. Oh, yeah, that is the answer. Sorry, buddy. Like, I'm waiting. And it's not doing it. Okay, maybe the hour is 6. And then the minute hand heads to the east at. Or maybe it heads to the north. I mean, now I'm just testing everyone, and I don't want to do that. I want to realize what it is for a reason. So if it spells castle down in one direction, it's I-D-I-O-O-T in the other direction. Idiot. And then XX. Feels like 9 is also an appropriate time to be testing. Like 9:30. All of these directions through the east. And then a couple of ones north. I still can't believe it wasn't 12:13. Just gotta say. Oh. Hang on. So CIX, if we are reading CIX as Roman numerals, which we're being asked to use Roman numerals right now, CIX would be C centered 100, IX 9, so 109. And then AD, probably ADD, right? Add 6, so 109, add 6 is 115. TOR. 115. Well, let's try 115 first, and then we'll try and figure out how that would modify with TOR, LOR, and ET. 115. Tor. So Tor, again, pulls us back to the Sacred Circle in the Sacred Circle. Tor. Add 6 Tor. So Tor includes 46 in the Sacred Circle. There is a circle rotating in the Sacred Circle picture that is listed TOR, and it surrounds 46. So 46 at 46 east. But east isn't 46. "46 east from here?" I mean, that would just get us 2 east, which I tested the times around there already. S isn't Roman numerals, I don't think. Maybe the adding 6 is not adding 6. Maybe it's adding 6 hours. So it's 7:09 at that point. And then Tor would be another 46. Elo something E. I think I need more of that code to understand. But where would I get it? How would I know where to get it? Okay, I'm saying 7 o'clock, and then it points towards the east. No. Tall or et? Maybe it's just 7 for the hour. And then from east, we rotate 46. And that's 46 individual steps. Also, is it counterclockwise on that? No, that's clockwise. No, that is counterclockwise. Six. Add 6. 105. 109 rather becomes 709. Tolor. I mean, it is anti-clockwise that it's asking for, but it'd be 709. And then I would be going anti-clockwise 46 steps from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. That was interesting. You know what? Let's try that from a different time, though. So let's go back to the interpretation that CIX is 109, which it is. And then add 6. Let's say it does go to 5. And then it wants me to rotate in reverse 46. So in reverse 46 from here is effectively forwards 14. And that does get us towards the east. But Oh my god! Yeah! Come on! Get it. Any puzzle can get it. Any. Bring me a Sudoku booklet. I'm gonna rip it in half. No one knows. That's the solution to Sudoku. All right. I told you this thing would be here. You're mine, buddy. The Royal Key of Ares. A key crafted from infused second era gold and soot black onyx, adorned with the original insignia of the Ares family crest. All right. Feel pretty good about that. Oh, man. Thanks. I mean, to be fair, I probably ended up testing about half the times on that clock, but still. So it needed me to anti-rotate it from that position, I think, because... No, because it was forward in the... Yeah, so it was 1226 in the other direction. Now, does 1226 create a numeric core of 8? That's a question I've got. I'm going to get the shrine outside, obviously. Just so we're all aware. My goal now is to get the shrine spawned outside, and then... Oh my god. I hope I've left a lot of resources here. I need to get the shrine spawned outside, and then I need to get the blessing of the dancer, blessing of the monk from the shrine. Then I need to get the throne room spawned inside. Then I need to spawn the throne room outside tomorrow. I also need to check this key in the code check. Okay. Cool. Time to start our run. Slaving bars, coupon books, jam! Those jams are certainly going to be handy. Now, I have left usable items basically everywhere, but you won't believe it. Ugh, I plumb forgotten most of the things that happened in this run before about an hour ago. You'll have to forgive me. All right, let's see what's going on in this run. Oh, there's a key here. I even left the key there for myself. How kind. Close exhibit. Do you have an item in you? Hey, lockpicking kit. That's mine. I took the crown as well. Yeah, I forgot about that. It was so long ago. Oh, I was a whole different Ryan back then. Alright, let's see what we can do about getting... Yep, I'll take that battery with me. The dinner was served, right? And I don't think I've eaten it yet. Yeah, that's served in there. I should head through to the coat check first, though. And I also have my metal detector here. Hey, I will retrieve my paper crown. I will check my key of Ares. Hell yeah. I'm honestly like very proud right now. Cool. Let's focus on the game again. There's a thing up here. I'm gonna eat it. Earlier, I'm going to have eaten it, is what I meant to say. The whole time, the intent. Funeral Parlor, I already got the additional gems out of you. Foundation, God, I hope you don't just have a key card door there, because I don't have a key card for the key card door. Okay, cool. I don't have a foyer. Ugh, weight room again. That's a bit harsh. Vestibule, yikes. Look, I can take Great Hall. I've got a lockpick kit at the absolute least. So hopefully I'll be able to unlock some of these, maybe get some additional resources. Okay, it does seem like I probably got the relevant ones, because the metal detector was going off when I got the correct I haven't spawned commissary yet, but that would obviously be a boon. Cloister of Joy, walk-in closet, library. Library points in the right direction for sure, but walk-in closet's a lot more items. But I need gems more than anything else. I have Florealis 2 times today, so Cloister of Joy would spawn a bunch of stuff for us, but I also can't get it, so it doesn't really matter. Oh boy. I'm gonna redraw again because I really don't want to hit the weight room or the archives yet. This one's gonna be a hallway closet, unfortunately. A key, a lucky rabbit's foot, and a compass for us. Damn it. As soon as I tried to confidently open one of them, I knew that was going to be the case. Obviously looking for a blue here, but I think in this run in particular, I won't be too judgmental. I have other goals. Yeah, that'll be handy. Also, Chamber of Mirrors, I've got to look for my hidden thing in this, hidden memo in this room as well. Nothing so far. I expect it to probably be on the reverse side in the roof. Which means I need to interrogate that room a lot more. Weight room opens the south of the antechamber. Why isn't the south of the antechamber open? Should probably figure that out. Last room. It's a new blue room to put in this area. Oh, there you are. Flag colors. Oh, okay. Thanks. Green for Nuance, pink for Vera, orange for Costa Rica. Yes, I already knew that. Thank you kindly. I can redraw a couple of times here. Ooh, hallway and den. Give me den. Still no sledgehammer, unfortunately. Trunk is locked, and there's nothing I can do about that. Don't seem to be able to pick that lock. The best I can do this run might actually be kind of limited. Based on how much I explored the... Oh, I haven't even restarted my experiment, by the way. Okay. It's fine, I'll miss out on some stars. Given how much I avoided items in my drafting, I think I've also kind of bricked this run a little bit. Oh, do you have a shovel, don't you? No. I don't have a courtyard with a shovel in it, do I? I could have sworn... Oh, no, that was a different run. I had a veranda, I had a... Yeah, that was the last run where I was trying to go down there with no items. I'm so glad I've done that now. So over the moon about that. Alright, gosh. Den locked, pantry locked. I don't have another source of keys. Gymnasium. If the north of the gymnasium is either locked or a... whatchamacallit? Okay, I have a way to draft out another side from the antechamber now. And it's above the weight room as well, so it is actually interesting. Yes, if the Northern Gymnasium is a security card, I'm not going to be able to do anything about that. Which I think it was. It was not. Never mind. I'm just, like, casually extremely wrong about that. Storeroom, 2 keys. Realistically, the answer is yes. It stops the run from terminating right now. The answer is yes. As much as I didn't want it to be. Now, the thing is, I do still need to spawn the shrine outside. So, like, I do need to... I mean, I've obviously missed that whole part of the map as well. I do need to be very greedy with my gems so that I can hold on to as many of them as possible so that I can force the shrine to spawn outside. I also need the treasure trove to appear. Those are 2 things that are both competing for my gems at the moment, so we'll see. We'll see. Utility closet, kennel, and hallway. I mean, the kennel obviously puts us in the right direction. It doesn't really have any items in it. It puts me in the right direction. I'll take the right direction right now. Oh, thank you. Gave me a gem. You get a padding, obviously. No digging for me. I can't lockpick that, unfortunately. I have to use my other key. Commissary leading into the other side of the pantry is obviously a good idea here. I've got to make sure that I still have enough money. Oh, I have a sale right now. Cool. Oh, great. That's more gems and keys. And a shovel. Great. What are you detecting, buddy? Oh, probably the keys in here that I haven't gotten yet. That one. Set that one too. And also that one. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. No, no, no. This one had been hit before. Got it. This one's neither. And... is that most of the outside? Hang on, which of these can get into the central area? Oh, literally the complete opposite side right now. Yeah, everything else is just bringing wall down. I will eventually need some walls down. Although that, yeah, that's a new room, so I can also do it from the passageway side right now. Dig time. Oh, a couple coins. Great. I'll use that to clear up the final items in here. Still having 61 coins left at the end of all that. Oh, and there's even some money there. Yay. Unfortunately, Commissary is obviously not giving us a blueprint, but I think you'll have to forgive me. We were kind of up against the wall there. Just a little. All right, so from the passageway... not this passageway, the other passageway, but I can get there from here. There is... oh, also dig, dig, dig. Especially relevant right now would probably be a turnip. It'd be great if one was here. Yeah. Heading to the passageway. Great, so the whole outside is basically revealed. But then I can't access the inside. Which one can access? One of them should be able to access the inside. Oh, literally it's completely the opposite one to this. I still don't actually fully understand the logic of which one does what, by the way. which I think is also readily apparent by the fact that I'm literally just manually testing each of them again to see if they have anything to offer. Alright. Well, tested them all. Buttons work. Oh, but I haven't even checked if the blue memo is hidden here on the bottom side yet. I am currently very reliant on getting a draft out of that antechamber to go to the north side of the chamber. But also, as soon as I do that, I'm going to be blocked on, like, all sides. So, I'm going to have to come back down here and then set up other things. Oh, there it is. If an item would be spread into the Chamber of Mirrors, 4 of those items are spread instead. I mean, that's cool. Ish. I mean, it's fine. I'm not mad to know that. I just also didn't need to. I'm only sassy because it's compared to other big things. You know, big things. I got so many keys now. We're key rich. Oh, I got so many rerolls as well. Okay, we're good. We're good now. Office. Walking clock. I mean, Office gives us the ability to draft in the direction that I really want to right now. I'll use the Office to generate another gem as well. I was trying to do it as quickly as I possibly could. Missed it. Oh, clicked the wrong one. There we go. Let me see. Ballroom. Wine cellar. Yes, that's a great one to put in this position, I think. Where are you? There you are. The numerals below the coat are 4 different numbers, not 1. Yeah, I know. 1, 2, 1, 3. 1, 2, 1, 3. Well, I mean, 1, 2, 1, 3. But also, could it encode in a different way? So like XI being 11 and then the final 2 being 2. CX being 110. I'm gonna have to think about that. At a different time. I'm afraid I have expended my thinking resources for the day. I'm out of spell slots for thinking, actually, so it's actually normal. I'm not dumb, I'm just a wizard. Gosh, do I just hit up a freezer now? Oh my god, no! Why I need to get the friggin' the treasure trove! God, I hope I can get it to spawn. Unfortunately, Hall of Mirrors is like heavily diluting the hall by adding additional copies of all of the things I've already drafted. I'm going to take Gallery because it represents the ability to pick up 2 additional gems and also push towards the court. Why are you like that right now? That seems weird. Push towards the corner. Oh, right. I even forgot about my Rook giving us the ability to reroll here for free. Huh. I should only need 3 ivory die to get the shrine outside. Treasure trove. Jeez. Oh, no. I'm screwed. I don't have enough footsteps to get out of here. The Baron began and ended his travels in the same realm. This is very cruel. In generating all of the resources that I needed for this, I have forsaken the resources that I need for continuing to run. I have 12 steps now. Do I have the ability with 12 steps? I certainly can't get to the kitchen in 12 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The problem with the foundation here is that I can't call the elevator back up because I didn't come back in using the elevator. So I can't use that to bypass some footsteps to get outside. Okay. I may have just blocked myself in this run. That's okay. That's easily resolved. I can just do this next run. Yeah. Damn. Obviously not what I was hoping for, but... that's how it goes sometimes. I don't have... I'm leaving, like, my mind open to the possibility of stumbling across food that I didn't remember that I'd left in an area or something like that, but really? It's not actually gonna happen, just so we're all aware. Pantry obviously doesn't have food in it. Unfortunately, I did eated that. Weight room, observatory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Just 8 rooms from safety. Thank heck I already checked my key. Oof. What an ordeal that'd be. Yep, that'll happen. We'll be calling it a day randomly where we stand, but we have the ultimate thread to pull tomorrow. Mount Holly unfortunately had to be a corporate museum in order for us to achieve this, but we have now the key of Ares. We know exactly what it opens and how to spawn it, and we'll be addressing those in the top of the next episode. Until then, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Blueprints. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. Top left is series playlist for all the content of the game, past, present, future. YouTube recommendation down below. Streaming past the names of the people who generously supporting the public on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Add up with the next thanks to. Special thanks this episode to Wellies. Hopefully all of you enjoy yourselves, and hopefully see you next time.